All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, hello and welcome to another week of 2BCU's Challenger League playoffs here with commentating Guilty Gear Strive. I'm Lazarus, your friendly neighborhood anime game enthusiast, joined today by Ponytail. How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing very well, and we've got a hell of a lineup for you today. Starting us off, I believe we have Kanza versus Zando, which is going to be promises to be an excellent match. Following that, I believe we've got Devin versus Barry, then Lament versus Invalid, and finally MZA versus Smoib. So it's all going to be some electric matches upcoming.
Yeah. I mean, all of these groups are actually surprisingly close at the moment, you know, and these are the games that really matter. Like, this is like the top seeds going against the bottom seeds, right? And obviously the top two of each group are the only ones who are going to qualify for that finals for a chance to win the whole prize of the Challenger League. And so these are the games that really matter, where you really got to show up, right? Especially here, you know, Zando is going to be up against Kanza, like you mentioned, in our first game here, and Kanza's sitting at the bottom of the group at the moment, and Zando's currently second. So he's gonna have to do a lot of work, especially against someone like as strong as Zando, to be able to still qualify, right? Because you're basically fighting for that number 2 spot right now. You're trying to beat Zando out in the groups to be able to qualify, because currently Barrybones has got such a lead that it might be too hard to catch up.
Yeah, it's everything to play for. It's going to be fantastic stuff. I'm really excited to see just what comes out of it. As it is, we haven't mentioned sponsors. Challenger League is brought to you by LC Power, as well as Streamplify, Nitro Concepts, and of course we're supported by SNK as well. So remember to look up LC Power if you need those slick gaming monitors, and Streamplify for any of your streaming paraphernalia needs, and finally Nitro Concepts will sort out that gaming chair for you good and proper.
But yeah, I was going to ask actually, Blake, you know, before we started, obviously you're from the UK as well. I'm from the UK. Well, what part of the UK are you from? May I ask? I mean, it might shift my opinion on you, you know, just a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm just from the East Midlands, right in the smack bang in the middle.
All right. I can respect that. Now the Potemkin picks makes a little bit more sense, but we'll. But you know what? You know, you mentioned that you made Potemkin to me before we started, and I gotta say, obviously this is our first time commentating together, but I like that because I feel like every commentator I commentate with nowadays is just a sole bad guy main. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's because we just don't play the game enough. You know, we don't have the time. We're here commentating the game too often. We got to play a nice, easy character, right?
I mean, I'm sat here like chewing glue all the time. I don't know what to tell you. Like, right. Shall we see if we can get straight into it? I think we've got both players.
I guess we should. They're both here. Yeah, this is actually something I'm very wanted to get sort of talking in depth in very, very early on. Is this, you know, Kanza versus Zando, but mainly like Kai versus obviously Ramlethal. So Kai, I think, is quite a strong character, but obviously Ram being much higher tier than, you know, generally regarded as one of the best. But I think Kai actually does quite well in this matchup. He has quite good buttons in the neutral, able to compete with a lot of actually Ram's buttons. His pressure's pretty good. His defense is all right? He has all the tools to be able to compete with.
I think the thing to remember about Kanza, though, is that he doesn't just play Kai. He plays other characters, and he plays Happy Chaos, who is, I think, better favoured against, and is one that Zando will normally pick in that matchup. We've seen him pick that character before. Yeah, and here we go. We've seen Kanza pick specifically against Ram Happy Chaos, because I think he is more familiar with this matchup in this way.
I'm a big fan of the Happy Chaos right now. Like you mentioned, obviously he's got that character in the pocket, and also, you know, a player like Zando, right? You can't really beat this guy unless you are playing better than him or you're pulling out something special, right? And right here, Happy Chaos is that something special. You know, Kanza, Kai, while yes, is good probably into the Ram. It's not against Zando though. Zando likes those standard like fights, right? He doesn't want to get scrappy. This guy is just insane at playing the most solid game of Guilty Gear you've ever seen. But Happy Chaos is that, you know, it's that mud in that, it's the dirt in the mud.
Certainly is, and at the moment, Zando is really putting the pressure on, as he probably should be, given what will happen if he doesn't have Kanza under control. Oh, and here we go. Speaking of which...
Does got no ammo though, yeah, he's going to spend some time to reload. I mean... Oh my god, the 214H from downtown Sombra about to close it out. And yeah, this is the problem, right? Is that when you're playing Happy Chaos, especially against a Ram player, you got such bad defense that one mistake could cost you the round, but whiffing that burst is a big mistake from Zando. And against Happy Chaos, when you're being sent into that full screen situation with Curse, it can be very difficult to get in.
I'm really liking Kanza's use of Clone here to absorb any of Zando's like attempts to set up pressure. It's just been really good, and oh my god, he's dead.
It's really nice use of the JD there to get the cross up. It's kind of an interesting normal, you know. Obviously, hits behind you it's always good for those cross up situations where you air dash of your opponent. Plus on whiff, baby. You see the focus shot whiff. You try to challenge. He's already sent the 2D down screen.
I wonder if that was calculated or not. Right? Like, I wonder if that's a setup, or I wonder if that is a genuine mistake. You can never quite tell with Kanza.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you gotta pull out something special. Maybe that's a little special something, you know? You gotta set these up to such scenarios. Like I said, Zando's contextual awareness is easily the best in GGST Drive at the moment. I cannot see any player who's better at this. Always making the right decisions based on the environment in the game, what's going on. So the best way to beat him is by mixing it up, right? Put him in situations he's never seen before.
Oh, speaking of situations, this certainly is one.
This is one you'll see a lot versus Happy Chaos, though.
Oh my god, this is not where you want to be.
He's going to have resources for days.
There's no way that...
For the reload? Oh, call the backdash!
That is brutal. I was going to say, there's no way he gets out of that regardless, right? 100 meter at that much life, it doesn't matter if he's got the burst or not. He's out a meter, even if he survives that. Even if he survives the super there, which... You know, he's going to be chipped out from that super alone.
Super does a lot of chip if you're not FDing it.
Even then, he had enough meter to then go back into the concentration install and just immediately start the pressure again. Terrifying stuff from Kanza in that first match there.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those matchups that you can't really afford. Funny enough, both these players can't really afford to make much of a tons of mistake. Well, you got one. You get one mistake. That's burst, and it's already spent for Kanza. And now Zando's set up in a full screen situation, getting chipped down by these focus shots. So yeah, you get put on like a little timer here. You have to close it down. You have to challenge that resource management from Kanza if you want a chance at taking some of these games here.
Certainly. And that is one hell of a whip punish. This is absolutely huge.
BRC right back.
Both spending the meter. Zando ensuring that Kanza's under control here.
I'm liking Kanza's choices in the corner versus Ramlethal. I mean, it's not going to be enough that time. You can guess right one or two times, but sometimes no amount of guessing is going to get you out of the situation. But yeah, he's dashing forward on the sword tosses, 6Ping to contest, and obviously Zando's just used to these kind of responses and is responding accordingly, making Kanza's life certainly hell right now. Oh, the overhead into the super, that's not quite enough with a pixel left.
I love the decision to use the super there to make sure that that isn't burstable as a situation. That's brilliant. Absolutely, fantastic play coming out from Zando there. And immediately evens it up as well. That is a hell of a momentum shift.
Yeah. I mean, then obviously it's fast, it's fun, it's GGST Drive. We should know by now. We can't be too surprised when we get these 10-second rounds, especially in this kind of matchup, especially with the Ramlethal on the screen. Obviously very high damage once the risk is in place, but...
Well, both of them are made of paper as well. It doesn't help that both characters are very low defense, very low health in general. And here we go. Kanza's managed to put himself into a very good situation here. Curse active, installed.
You'll be worried about the sword toss though. Yeah, it's so fast. And it's not like your shots stop the sword at all. You have to respect that. And Zando with that contextual awareness, knew that he was close enough to the corner that the sword toss would then hit the wall, get the explosion going. And then now that situation that was so good for Kanza's turned around so fast, Blake.
Certainly has. Zando very much looking like going for all of the burst safe options there. Very much looking for a burst that Kanza's not willing to give for this first round.
Like I said, right, Zando is just so good at making these decisions, keeping those combos, burst safe when the opponent's got burst, trying to force them into a mistake, right? And obviously, Kanza, even there, that burst bait, obviously, Kanza doesn't bite, but the situation's still good for Zando. It's still a good decision to go for that.
It certainly is good, but it is costing Zando a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, nice IB. And then the throw to punish, yeah, you need to be good at that if you want to punish these Ram players. The stare down.
Oh, that is huge for Kanza.
Nice damage.
Choosing not to break the wall here. Choosing instead just to take the resources. Oh, please. Oh, you don't want to see it. That is... Yeah, you hate to see it.
Yeah, it's one of those bursts. You'd think that maybe he's close enough. Maybe you can burst the shot, but nah, it's just coming too fast. He's too far away. Unfortunate there from Zando. And, I mean, I'd say without your burst as Happy Chaos, it's dangerous, but realistically, as we've seen several times now, it's very difficult to burst this character anyway. Oh my, the damage. Just clean shot after clean shot. 50-meter now, positive bonus. This is going to be really rough for Zando. He's got to find a way.
Again, look at the use of these clones once again. Just making sure to keep these swords from affecting. Fantastic dash FD coming out from Zando here, but it's just not enough. And that's the round.
Wow. Yeah, that was definitely a checkmate situation there. As soon as Happy Chaos gets that positive bonus and he can loop the resource management with the install super, it is nigh on impossible to get in without some really tricky stuff.
Absolutely.
And, you know, this is one of the reasons why people have been saying this Happy Chaos character has been climbing the tier list. You know, I mean, I've seen tier lists nowadays that's got him as top 1. You know, there's madness, really. This character's come a long way as people find new ways to, like, you know, optimize him, right? You know, the best ways to play him and all these matchups. And actually having a good matchup versus Ram is kind of one of the reasons that makes him so good.
Absolutely. Well, particularly with Ram also being a very strong character in this game.
Yeah.
Again, we're seeing Zando making some interesting choices here. I like the decision here to make sure that Kanza stays in corner. Hasn't quite worked out for Zando here, notably, but I still like the decision nonetheless.
This is definitely one of those characters you don't really want to reset back to neutral if you can help here, and so, you know, getting those wall slumps and then keeping the corner is actually quite a good boon in this matchup, because as you can see, when you go back to neutral, it becomes so difficult. Yeah, another nice clone on the sword toss. He times it, he's reacting to it, I swear. They say it can't be done, but oh, nice 6p. That's going to be enough into the water batter.
Great show of execution there from Zando, notably having to dash cancel that Wrecker in order to do that super there.
Yeah, definitely one of the high execution stuff. You know, Ram's execution barrier has increased as the patches have gone on, and also gotten a lot stronger as well because of it.
Absolutely.
Pressure is nearly, that's plus now as well, so you got to deal with this. The IBFDs to try and create some space, and then challenging right back. Kanza.
I was about to say, that IBFD was beautifully done there from Kanza.
Oh, the clone again. He's so good at timing it. I don't know if he's just got a read on when Zando wants to throw it, or if he is just reacting.
Who knows? Either which way, it sure is working out for him, as he absolutely has the advantage now. Even able to take extra time there just to reload. This is some kind of brutal stuff here.
Yeah,
Zando just trying to make any kind of space that he can.
Oh, covers the whiff with the gun as well. That's one of the things that Happy Chaos is so good at. But, oh, the gold burst. Oh, are we going to see another comeback from Kanza here with this gold burst? Dice Machina, he can PRC it, but he doesn't. He chooses not to. And that is punishable full screen by the sword. You got to be careful about that. I think he got a little bit greedy. He wanted to keep the meter for the install.
Yeah. I can't believe he didn't PRC. Well, I suppose even if he'd PRC'd, he'd have to PRC upwards, right? Like, that's the only
PRC and block, I think.
Oh no, because he was on no life.
Oh yeah,
he would get chipped.
Actually, he would have been chipped out. Possibly, yeah. I mean,
so I think that's his only. I don't know. Maybe he is. It's kind of tricky, right? Because I suppose if he could try to IB it, like.
Stop the chip.
That's it. That's the
IB projectiles is generally the easiest thing to do. Another nice 6p, the burst. Manages to land.
Immediate burst this time from Kanza.
but wouldn't you right now? Like, you get sent back to that full screen situation where you can set up curse and then get your clean shots going, clean shot pressure from full screen. It's pretty good.
Oh, absolutely,
but now,
yeah.
again, walks out of the explosion.
Again, fantastic stuff from Kanza here.
Well.
Making, well, it was, but just generally great defensive decisions here.
From behind, but that just gives Kanza space to run out the corner, but the PRC will chase him down. Throw
the OTG.
into the 2-1-4. The classic does a lot, and it adds an extra 90 damage to all throws. Pretty strong.
And here we go. Oh, the IB allowing the punish there.
Oh, reversal throw. Yeah, super nice stuff here. Trying to get out of this corner.
Showing off why they're in these playoffs.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, at the start, this is a battle for second place in the groups right now, the double IB, but then the reactionary PRC to keep himself safe, baits the YRC from Kanza. This is sort of insane high-level Guilty Gear right here.
Right, here we go. Oh, look at that.
The damage. It's racking up.
Fantastic challenge there from Kanza.
Got positive bonus, and that's going to be it with that. Oh, no.
Oh.
Quite finish it off. Oh, the mortar bar. So he just sends it. Kanza doesn't block. The dash up Mortabato? What was that, Blake? What was he doing?
I have no idea. I can't believe Did you know that worked through clone?
Well, if anything, the clone would extend the hitbox.
Right, but the clone takes the hit. If the hitbox flips through both of them, the clone takes the hit. Yeah,
you're right. Maybe
I guess that doesn't work for supers.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. It doesn't. I don't think the clone works on supers, does it?
Hang on, let me get Dust Loop up.
I'm pretty sure the clone doesn't work on supers. I feel like I've seen this interaction a few times. But anyway,
I don't know anything about
you.
Chaos.
Otherwise, because I think I like that option, right? Because Kanza thinks he's got the protection of the clone, right? So that's why he ran up. That's why he didn't block. And then, you know, Zando with that 9-head play going in, you know, 100 IQ, I'm going to super through it, even though it's punishable, right?
It doesn't tell you.
Super. I mean, Lament there, he's the tech master. He will know, oh man, he's already dead. The tap dust, open him up, and then keeping the pressure going. Again, Zando's really good at choosing when to break these walls.
Yeah. I will note, it actually doesn't tell you on Dust Loop as to whether or not Scapegoat works on supers. So there we go. I learned something today.
No.
Oh my goodness, this is...
Oh, next hit will kill you.
Well, he's still got burst available. He did have burst available.
He's saving it for the next round. Don't worry, Blake.
Oh.
He's going to have 2 bursts going to this next round. So it's...
This is not looking good for Kanza.
I mean... Yeah, he's kind of losing out neutral, but this is kind of the matchup, right? You know, you lose out neutral a couple times. You don't burst neither time. Like, ooh. But yeah.
Like, the momentum being on Zando's side, Zando being such a solid player overall as well, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Zando's not going to make much in the way of mistakes while he's ahead. So this is definitely a situation where Kanza is going to have to adapt here. There's no two ways about it.
I mean, you know, this is a battle for, like a direct battle for second place here, obviously. So every game counts here. Every point that you give to your opponent is points that you're not going to get back, right? Is a difference maker. It could be the difference between you making the finals and not. So even if Kanza somehow miraculously pulls up ahead here, he's going to already have given 4 points over to Zando, which, you know, who's currently in second place, might make it very difficult for Kanza to qualify. So he has to start changing it up right now. But with that max out risk agent getting opened up, a sort of lucky drop for him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's still got the burst.
That's huge. And gets the clone set up in the corner. This is
running low on resources though. Oh, nice install.
Long. Oh!
Nice, challenging the reload. Yeah, that was good. Good awareness from Zando, realizing that, you know, Kanza's low on resources. He's probably going to want to reload at some point, and then find the right time to challenge.
Here we go. Oh my goodness!
Speed combo.
Fantastic use of the.
Oh, nice PRC up. punishes the air throw attempt there as well. Super smart from Kanza. Oh no, he didn't want that. You don't want to be charging concentration right in front of your opponent's face. Not in front of Zando.
Yeah, Zando not missing any opportunities here to take back their turn. Great stuff. Oh! Maybe mispredicts the jump out there.
Yeah, try to bait him in with the sword. No concentration here. You gotta be really careful. Oh, the super sick stuff. Throws the sword, kills the clone, and the far slash can punish Kanza. That's 5 games to Zando. Kanza still on 2.
All right, nothing to worry about here. Just got a little bit of a
checking the opponent's connection. Probably just gonna one of them's just gonna drop out. Luckily, it happened at the end of the game, right?
Yeah. This just happens sometimes, in general, though. So that everyone will still be in. Yeah, everyone will still be in lobby. It will just have booted someone for no reason. Gives Kanza maybe a bit of time to think. Oh no, never mind. He's
run it back.
Straight back in.
This is the classic. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it sometimes. I mean, especially when it matters, when it comes down to these games that matter a lot. Year is a very fast game, right? You don't really get much time to think in between the sets, and during the games as well. You know, right? You can get 7 games can go by in a flash, and if you don't take a time to learn something from them, you can be kind of left in the dust. So, but running it straight back, we'll see if Kanza can make the adaptations anyway.
And the other thing as well is particularly when you're playing a zoning game as well, you really want to be considering how your opponent is approaching, how you can keep your opponent out of the spaces you want, and keep them in the spaces that you do want them in, right? Yeah. And that's so essential. And I think taking a bit of time might have been in Kanza's favour, as he is currently still being pressured in very similar fashion to how he was before.
The life lead? Wow, I was going to say the life lead is looking awfully close. Oh no, Zando doesn't finish off his combo, doesn't finish the meal on his plate, and unless he can close it out right here. Nice IBFD again, but misses the challenge afterwards. Zando, nice recognition, backs off, and then gets the whip punish.
Alright. Absolutely sprinting at Kanza at this point.
Yeah, you got to. You don't want to get Happy Chaos to get started, you got to just run like a monkey right at him, right?
Apparently so. It's working out. Oh my, that.
Get hyped for that. These players, man. The meta's evolved so well. I mean, defense is kind of weak in Strive, but as soon as you start integrating those IBs, those IBFDs, you can realize how strong it is. Again, look at that. Look how far she got sent. A half screen just by blocking.
And remembering that this is Ram being forced out of pressure here is incredible stuff to see. Arguably some of the hardest pressure in the game at the minute to effectively get out of.
Yeah.
Being these
more guess.
The
IBFD again makes the next button whiff. Every time, he's so consistent. I mean, that's one of the benefits, right? When you're playing a character, that's going to be it, right? No, he runs out of concentration.
Oh no!
Oh, he tries to reload. Oh, the clone's there, but the sword explosion from behind.
I think he was trying to punish the sword throw, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to go for it. And he
couldn't load up quick enough.
That is unfortunate. Well, that puts Zando on match point, right?
Yeah, set point. We're looking to take the 7-2.
Yeah.
To be a commanding lead and put him, basically Kanza straight out of the running for the finals.
Yeah. So Kanza's really got to pull it together here.
But I've seen stranger things happen, and switching it up with the chip. Sure, if you can't switch it up in your gameplay, sometimes a character switch is all you need.
Well, this is one of Kanza's biggest strengths, right? Kanza is a fantastic player on a lot of different characters.
Yeah.
We've seen him play all sorts in this tournament, so this could be the adjustment required to get through this. But we'll see.
I do think Chip is decent into Ram. You got a lot of space to close up, but because you made a paper, you can get opened up once, and that could spell the end for you. The blue RC, but the reversal throw gets things started here for Kanza. And again, Ram is quite weak on defense here herself. So, Chip's offense can be a little bit oppressive, and forces Zando's burst out.
Yeah, I was about to say it was looking good for Kanza there, but unfortunately, gets caught out there.
No
Alright.
fly zone. Kanza on his last life.
And Kanza keep it together here.
Gonna need to. Oh, the nice 6p though. Anti-rolling chip is not the easiest thing to do, but you know, Zando finds a way anyway. He needs to find one last hit with the meter he's got. Never mind, he spends on the PRC, the 6p anti though.
Oh, Kanza trying to float that anti-air.
DP. Double Alpha Blade and then the whiff punish. Zando just runs out the corner. Oh, the Wrecker Series, one more hit with the PRC, that's going to be it, yeah.
Oh, it's brutal stuff.
Wanted a commanding win from Zando. Zando basically cementing his place in second place right now. I mean, we'll see how it plays out between Barrybones and who else is he against? And TrueDevin. We'll see how that'll play out. But obviously Barrybones already getting the best of Zando. TrueDevin shouldn't be too much of a challenge for a player of his caliber.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
They do have different styles of play. This could be very interesting to see. Right. Well, that was a commanding set of matches from Zando there. Right. I believe next up we've got, as you say, Devin versus Barry, I believe.
Oh, created with all the Group A games. All right. Yeah, that was a very impressive set from Zando. Definitely showing us why he's probably coming in as one of the tournament favorites.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is going to be another Ramlethal though. TrueDevin, a player who you've probably seen around a lot if you've been watching Gilgia tournaments. Obviously, also rocking the Ram. You know, it is always tough when you're rocking, you know, basically what might be one of the best players in the region, and you're playing the same character as them, because a lot of people are going to lab the matchup. So you're going to have to either, like you say, play differently, or you know, just be exceptionally good. And TrueDevin's definitely both of those. Barrybones is also one of these players who's on another level.
Yeah, Barry has shown off on multiple occasions a grand understanding of both the game itself and reading other players, as we've seen a number of times now. So this will be some good stuff to watch.
And you know, Leo as well is is okay to ram. The neutral is a bit of a pain, but you know, once you get the offense going, of course, he's a mixed city. Can be difficult to deal with all the Leo pressure with the back turn mix. But and his defense is pretty good, right, as well. So he can deal with a lot of rounds pressure. You don't want to overextend versus a character like Leo, because funny enough, his defense is his best offense. You know, he lands that HDP, gets the Oki, and then you got to guess for your life.
Absolutely. It is some terrifying stuff. I, for one, am not a fan of being on the receiving end of any kind of aggro from Leo, that's for certain.
Yeah. And also, I want to see from Barrybones. Obviously, Leo got that parry stance, right? He can hold his slash and heavy slash buttons and basically become have an infinite guard point, but is vulnerable to lows. And I think this is a specific tool that is useful against specifically characters with very short range lows. Which Ram is one of those characters, right? Has very long mid pokes, but very short range lows in the 2D and the like 2K and the 2S. So actually, the parry stance retaliation move is generally longer range than a lot of these low pokes. So you can actually approach a neutral using this tool. And that's kind of what I want to see from Barrybones a little bit. See if he uses that or if he just tries to brute force his way through neutral.
Absolutely. I noticed there that Barry has decided to take the first player slot, making sure that he has got control over the song and background there.
Is that how it works? I respect it. And also, you know, for me, I'm just better on P1 side. I'm sorry, like that's just true. Like I can't do as Soul. I can't do like quick RC like from Bandit Bringer into like Wild Throw mix as consistently on P2 side. So I always try to take P1 side. You know, everyone's got their preferences, I'm sure.
I would hope that Barry's reasoning was more in relation to the song than necessarily being able to do things on one side than the other. But you never know. And
see
here
what
we
song choice
go.
he's got going. You know, it's a good judge of taste. You know, I saw Barrybones tweeting about how Supernoon was commentating that Barrybones' taste in music was pretty trash, because he didn't like Ram's song.
He's just gone for the basic.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess it's fine.
It's fine. I like the song. Actually, this is one of the better Guild songs. Although they're all kind of bangers.
I'm a little
Their own
disappointed.
ways.
I kind of hoping for something a little spicier, but
Excellent stuff.
speaking of spicier, we've already got a burst coming out from Barry here, and as you say, we are seeing the use of that stance. However, it is not working out. That is...
Yeah. Blake, have you ever been hit by a projectile and then lost, 40% of your life?
Oh, many times.
It's not a good situation, is it?
not really, no. Although, Barry has... Oh, I would have...
Not a bad... not afraid to send it. You gotta send out those reversals occasionally, even if you're the Ram player, right? Because it makes your opponent have to respect them, and especially against back turn Leo, he has to very hard read it with the
yeah, you have to go for the parry, right? He has no other options there. Because I don't think he can even hard cancel out into block in time, right?
I don't believe so.
Because it's 3 frames, as I recall, to cancel out. And here we go. Speaking of, back turn is here.
Ooh, into the super. I don't think this kills, but it is. Okay, yeah, as I say, not with that scaling. And TrueDevin still got 100 meters. Can be scary, but against the back turn, reversal, the parry, but the PRC.
Oh my god!
6-hit move, but never mind. You think you're smart? I'm just gonna DP. Like, you think you got big brain? That means nothing in the face of my monkey DP.
All right, here we go again with that parry stance. As you say,
big
using neutral.
Yeah, it's also just got big value on hit, on counter hit especially. So it's a very useful tool. I'm quite happy they buffed that about Leo, to be fair. Oh, so long ago.
I won't lie, as a Potemkin player, I am not happy about any buffs about Leo. But anyway, one thing I'm quite liking seeing from Barry here is these dash up 6Ps as well, trying to catch out these larger buttons in the parts where they are actually touchable. Because a lot of these disjointed buttons do still have a hitbox closer into Ram. So running in with those 6Ps can catch them out.
Yep, nice punish on the projectile as well. You know, you can catch some Leo players slipping with that. A lot of the project, obviously, the Leo Fireball, probably one of the best projectiles in the game. But it's actually got quite a lot of recovery, so it's quite easy to punish if you get a good read.
You do have to read it though. That is the thing. It's not something you're going to be able to punish on reaction, which is going to be very relevant going into these, particularly as making a hard read on that means that you are exposing yourself to the dash forward 6P that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Amongst other options. And
I mean, as Leo here, he's still trying to find a way in, right? I mean, it's up to Ram to wall you out, force you into that corner, and then eventually open you up and cash out on all that risk and all that damage they rack up. But, I mean, against Leo, you always want to try and keep him out, because if he gets in, he can loop this kind of Oki pressure, and you got to keep guessing, and if you guess wrong, you're dead.
And as you say, if you guess wrong, you're dead, and Devin sure did guess wrong there. Will we see another... Again, look at that dash in 6P doing real work here.
Fireball, yeah. Good Oki here. Dealing with the FD defense from TrueDevin quite well. Using that, I think the 6 HS to close the distance when you get pushed out by FD is really smart.
Here we go. Going with all of these dash in 2Ks as well. Trying to catch out some of these... Again, disjointed buttons, trying to catch them before they can get to that disjointed part. Yeah. But it is not going fantastically here for Barry. Although he does make a challenge here. Oh!
Nice. I like it. You had 100 meter anyway, so you could PRC it, and then, RPS Barry again if he decides to cancel into the parry. But now, finding a throw, and there's no burst. If TrueDevin gets the backdash caught by the 214S, I think there. And that's a lot of damage. You're going to have to make up a huge life deficit here. Although getting to Leo into the corner is a good start.
Interesting reset attempt from Barry there.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite work out.
Interesting. Does not, and he might pay for it right now.
Right, do we see
nice back dash
from Devin? We do. Here we go.
Ooh, another drop.
Both players seeming to drop a fair bit of their aggression here.
Yeah, contesting those swords, I like it. Leo, oh, the PRC, they're so smart on a move you thought he couldn't cancel, he couldn't bait it, but PRC's it just before, baits the burst for free, and wow, TrueDevin's taking it up 0-2 versus Barry right here.
This is certainly something to see. Clearly, Devin's been doing a bit of homework on this matchup. This is great stuff to see, but I have definitely seen Barry do this before, where he goes down 2 rounds at the start and immediately starts pulling it back. So we may be in for a treat on this upcoming match.
Yeah, I think Barry is still quite good at adapting, and obviously in the first to 7 set, you got quite a long time to adapt, right? You know, even if it was his first to 3, he still would even be out, right? So we got to see what else he's got in the bank. I mean, right now, I really like TrueDevin, right? I said he's got to keep Leo out, but he's not being defensive either, right? He's being really active on this like rolling approach, which stops Barry. Oh my god, that's going to be... That's
a lot of damage.
Oh my god,
yeah.
The damage.
Yeah.
That is flat 214S. Yeah, you die.
Yeah. That is not a great situation for Devin there.
Oh, the footsies right now. Footsies. Oh, maybe try to mash there. Maybe try to get a DP and a miss input or something there. But he took like 60% of your life for that. That's the power of risk. Now trying to, oh, these micro dash with the 5-piece trying to check, and then the back dash from the throw. Devin's really clean with it right now, not letting Barrybones play right now.
Oh, fantastic backdash from Barry there, but not quite enough. Trying the instant air dash out the corner and just not having it work out whatsoever.
Yeah.
Great read from Devin.
Classic. Nice confirm as well into the HDP for the Oki.
This could be huge. Devin doesn't have his burst back at this point. If he gets caught out here, this could be it.
Ooh, trying to bait something. Both players backing off though. Such a tricky thing to deal with right there. And gets the side swap, gets out that corner. Very important stuff from TrueDevin. Being so patient here.
Burst is now back on deck for Devin as well. This could be a serious turning point here.
Barry's got burst too though, but you know, Ram notoriously difficult to burst. Okay, burst immediately. He knows Devin's not going to go for a bait. Good read, but oh, it's opened up again with 100 meter. TrueDevin's going to take the 3rd game.
Incredible stuff. Devin definitely doing some real work here. Barry currently, well, was seeded number 1 coming into this. This could be really interesting. Could be a real upset.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I mean, I'm reading the chat, and yeah, St. George just let us know that apparently Barry, if he wants to qualify, even if he loses, he still needs to win 4 games. It's up to TrueDevin if he wants to qualify. This is what this match is all about right now. If he wants to qualify, he's going to have to find a way to just close this out quickly and not allow Barry to adapt in any means.
Absolutely. But as you've mentioned previously, Barry is fantastic at adapting, and oh my god,
Cashing out.
That is a lot of damage.
Get some Oki here. Ah, baits the knows it's coming this time. I think TrueDevin's gotten a bit trigger happy with that. But, you know, sometimes you gotta send it, make your opponent respect it. Sometimes you're gonna get punished for it.
Do it till it works, right? Oh, do it till it doesn't work, right? Rather.
And then do it again. Ooh, nice punish from Barry.
Great stuff from Devin here. Immediately calling out that parry stance.
Yep. Gonna say, while the lows are quite short range, Ram's move speed's quite fast, so you gotta be a little bit careful with that 2K being able to, the PR blue RC, yeah, you can just DP straight through that. Another cool thing is that after a blue RC, apparently Leo has instant full charge, so he can just do an instant DP.
Yep. True of all charge characters there, which is a really odd mechanic.
Thing, but I like it. It just means you can blue RC straight into any special you want. Oh, the punish with the 5k, the whip punish. But the jump over fireball.
Jump in.
Yeah, we mentioned how punishable that is, and especially when you got a big enough air normal like Rams JS, it's even easier. Oh, the pickup, are you kidding? That was like the lowest like anti-air 5k I've ever seen into a full screen conversion. TrueDevin's going crazy.
Oh,
speaking about anti-air conversions.
Yeah, I was going to say, incredible anti-air there from Barry, but oh, this is huge for Devin, right?
Yep.
Oh,
here we go. Blue RC, gotta be careful now. Oh my god, just runs under and then hits a close slash, baits the burst as well with the time slowed down, made it look super easy.
That is a horrifying set of events for Barry there. This could be a real problem for Barry because all of the momentum is on Devin's side here, and Barry desperately needs to start taking some wins now. Tournament pressure is real, and it sure is showing up here.
Yeah, although I don't know. Obviously, you still got quite a few games. You know, TrueDevin's still got to win 3, right? So it's not going to be the easiest 3 games of his life, especially not with Barrybones giving it everything he's got. Although I've seen this happen so many times now, Blake. Barrybones seems to take a huge lead in the first game, and then somehow TrueDevin makes a comeback.
Yeah, this it has certainly been the narrative for the last few matches here. But that is the first time we've seen a perfect from Barry, I believe.
Yeah, Barry, the king of bones, coming in from the #1 fan of Barrybones. He's got all the support in chat right now, that's for sure.
Well, let's see if that support can carry him through this upcoming match here.
Try and challenge, but nice swift punish. Trying to use that parry stance, but again, TrueDevin's not afraid. He just runs in with that 2k instantly.
This situation is certainly not looking good for Barry.
However, finally.
See that flash kick coming in. Oh, wow.
TrueDevin's just backdashed every throw attempt from Barrybones. I don't know how you do it. His reactions must be on point. He's just wired in. He wants to qualify for the finals right now.
Absolutely. We are seeing some great stuff from both players, though. Oh, here we go.
Forces the burst out. Does not want to deal with the Oki, but then the 6p afterwards. It's always a bad situation once you use your burst. Oh no, they can't hit 2D on the parry stance.
I don't think we've seen have we seen a single successful parry stance this match yet?
We have seen one, but in every other attempt, TrueDevin just punished it so easily.
This is
maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, he's dead.
That's it.
Nice. One on the board for Barrybones.
Barry on the board. Here we go.
UK bursts are even worse. Sinjo, I'll have you know, I've never in my life had my burst baited. I'm from the UK, and if my burst was ever baited, it was because my opponent was bad, and they absolutely did not intend to do it. They got lucky. I think, yeah. All right. Well, let's see if Barry can ride the change in momentum here. That's could be what he needs, right? A bit of momentum can go a long way, especially when you're playing a character like Leo, right? Kind of an all goes in quite, when you get your mix going and you can start opening out your opponents. Once you start getting your neutral game clean, everything feels like it flows into each other quite a while.
Yeah, definitely a very momentum-based character, I would say. Again, we're seeing these fantastic 2Ds coming in from Devin. Great stuff.
And just good decision making overall, and then again choosing not to break the wall just sets up another Oki situation which Barry has to deal with, and clearly he couldn't, and then manages to close it out with the wall breaker finally without letting Barry ever get out of that corner.
However, this time around, burst is already off the table for Devin here, and we've seen some great challenges from Barry.
Oh no, that's gonna break the wall. He doesn't have super, he's gonna have to reset to neutral here, which against Ram is always a scary prospect, but Blue RC lets you skip that neutral pretty quickly.
Here we go. What is the option here? Choosing the parry stance and
fast mix.
fancy fast RC mix here.
Oh, the block on the tap dust, which would have counter hit just like that. And that's going to be enough.
Brilliant stuff from Barry there. And here we go. Fantastic start. Burst, if this carries on as it is, Burst may not be on the table fast enough for Devin here.
Barry, yeah, you can't just flip out like that. Not when Barry's got the spacing. Immaculate spacing from Barrybones, some might say. Oh, the footsies. Just run up with the 2D, why not? Bait on the DP, but it's still my turn. I spent the cash.
Right. And again, trying to use this parry stance to catch something out here.
Trying to use that 5k to get in too. But he's got the life leads, happy chilling out just for now. Oh, just run full screen, 2k, 2D, why not? Don't even check it.
Oh, manages to projectile. This could be it. This is huge. Doesn't PRC? Oh.
A hitbox, come on, man. From behind the back, above the top, left and right, doesn't matter. That back turn 5p is godlike.
Another one on the board for Barry here. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the reverse sweep, right?
It's tough, right? I mean, it can be, but this is still Guild Gear Strive. We're still in the same game. Nothing's changed in the past, 6 games, right? So realistically, 3 games for TrueDevin to win is not very much. Is a few neutral interactions at best, right? But Barrybones equally, now 2 to 4, right? Only needs to win 2 games to still qualify despite a loss.
Oh my goodness, that IB was terrifying. Don't know about Devin, but I sure was scared there.
Oh my god, look at the damage. Cashing out. Got a stray hit, send the DP, the fast one, no Oki, but well, it's still my turn.
Alright, we've got that one. That's gotta be it, right?
Yeah. Great way to end, though. That's going to be another first round from TrueDevin. We've seen that a few times. Let's see if Barry can turn it back. Puts himself in the corner, but TrueDevin's like, you know what? Actually, you can have it back. Wait, what? The cross-up blocked. IBFD puts him on the back on the other side. Jesus Christ. These interactions.
These sure are interactions.
Oh, big hit. There's a lot of risk cashed up here as well. This could... Nah, not going to be enough to kill.
It's not going to be enough to kill, but it sure is going to be a lot of damage. And... Oh!
Drop, yeah. That was a... I thought that super would be a little bit late. I mean, it is a fast one, but that's a really bad drop for there from Barrybones. Now put in the corner versus Rams. Does have burst, but we've seen how many burst safe combos Rams got, and burst might not even help you here. Great challenge.
Here we go. Oh, the throw coming out from Devin here. Great knowledge of the interaction between that and the back turn stance.
Defending the sword with his life. That's my sword. Oh, okay, it's coming back. You can't stop that, though. Oh my god, look at this! Barrybones! The Berserker slash.
Does mean that Barry is almost certainly going to be without that burst until the very end of this round, if at all. Which could be huge. However, not if Devin can't bring about any kind of offense.
Okay, here's a good start though. You get the full knockdown from that. The backdash, blue RC punish. Oh, he's gonna be hanging in the air. He's got these loops. Oh, look at the conversions into the super. No, he's too close.
He missed it.
Yeah, he was too close. Blue RC though. Skip neutral time. Tap does blocked, but still got the positive bonus. Baits the throw. What a punish.
Oh my goodness. Barry trying to give me a heart attack here with some of these. We'll call them interesting combos. But this is fantastic stuff.
Yeah, now TrueDevin's gonna have to win 3 games straight, right? And that's the scope up. Despite being 4 games up at one point, now needs to win 3 games straight if he still wants to qualify for the finals right now, which is not going to be an easy task. Not when Barrybones got all the momentum.
Yeah, this pressure's got to be on for Devin now.
Yep. I feel like Barry's been counter hit by that every time. I think he's just trying to IB and then throw it, but he's not reacting to the IB.
Is not exactly an easy situation to do. I know that Kanza was making it look very easy.
Don't get me wrong.
But not an easy feat by any means. And here we go. Devin, great under pressure. By the looks of it here.
Yeah, doing well.
Take
like
that
I said,
first round.
got to win 3 games straight, so if you're going to take the momentum back in this set, you got to do it right now. Though that 2K2D sweep, yeah, burst immediately keeps the pressure going, and this could be all that TrueDevin needs. Barry with the burst back, though. Maybe look for that gold burst again.
Oh, fantastic patience from Devin there.
Yeah, great spacing as well.
Just waiting out that get-out attempt there. Interesting choice from Devin to play that very safe. I assume afraid of some sort of metered option from Barry there.
Yeah. You gotta be
However,
sometimes. Oh, the mix just doesn't stop, but it does stop when you just wake up throw on the missed Oki. Right there, a nice punish on the DP. Really smart. Obviously Barry with the 50 meter to RC that, but you can't RC on whiff. And a great punish to close out the round. That is one. Only 2 games left. Blake, can he do it?
Well, he's certainly giving it a good old college try, that's for sure. Let's find out. Is Barry going to take a little bit of a break here? Just to... Nope, he certainly isn't.
That was, you know, sometimes you don't need a long break. Just one is enough. Like a few seconds, think about it. Think about your sins.
Right? If you give Devin the chance to sort of, you know, take a breather, reconsider their options, it might not be the right choice.
Yeah, and nice XP as well on that neutral jump from Barrybones. And again, using your burst and then losing the neutral afterwards is also a really bad feeling, because, you know, you spent your burst to try and win back that neutral game, get out that combo, but here you are still in the same situation in this corner, being pressured by the Ramlethal.
Interesting spacing from Devin there, choosing to leave a large portion of the screen open, just trying to bait any kind of response.
It's a hard knockdown too.
Oh,
no blocking the overhead.
Huge.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit cashed out. And then also you keep the Oki, catch the backdash, got the meter for the super now, and now you got to deal with the next lot of Oki.
That's not the situation you want to be in. In the corner, no meter.
Holds a parry stance for us. Oh, for 1 second too long. PRC 6p, that's going to be... No, doesn't get the conversion. Alright, nice. Finds it low. Gets the 6k conversion now. Barrybones one game away from qualifying here. Despite might not even win the set. This is all he needs.
Yeah, this pressure has got to be on for Devin here. Burst is up and immediately spent.
Ooh, nice backdash again on the throw.
Absolutely wants nothing to do with that offense. Beautiful play. This could be huge.
It could
100
be
meter
bigger,
available.
but that'll do. Yeah. Okay, TrueDevin's not going down without a fight.
But he is without a burst now, which
Yeah, very scary.
definitely not the place you want to be against Leo.
Nice whiff punish on that 2k. That's a lot of damage, and the side swap, you get the corner control. This is huge for TrueDevin. All the risk is built up, you got the burst, tries to bait it the RC, tries to bait it again. Oh, he just DP and he's mashing it. Oh,
Here we go, this is the situation you don't want to be in.
still no burst,
And
Blake.
he...
Still no burst.
No! Is this it?
One more opening up into the super. He's dead. He's dead, Blake. Oh no, he's alive.
He's got one chance. Oh,
Had one chance.
oh, that has got to be demoralizing. And
Unfortunate.
that is Barry qualifying, notably.
However, while he is qualified, the seeding still might matter, right? So the games still matter here. Unfortunately, TrueDevin's gonna have to play these still. I mean, this is now just for clout, I believe.
Yeah.
But still, taking over set over
You don't
Barrybones is going to be
without a
huge.
fight.
Yeah. So I'm still interested to see where this goes. I mean, there's still potentially like 4 more games here, so it's definitely not over yet.
Speaking of not over yet, Devin is definitely putting the pressure on, but that dash up 6p doing real work here.
Nice throw on the back on the Berserker Slash. pressure. Nice dash cancel. Yeah, and that corner is so difficult to deal with. Just send it with the 2D.
Great challenge from Devin there.
He's not quite dead though.
Oh,
I like this. I like this. Oh no, never! I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Blake. He's too close.
Oh no! What is happening? This is messy. What was that?
So right, that super does quite a bit more damage in Mortal Battle if you let all the hits rock, right? A little bit harder to convert into, and the other downside is that it gives your opponent their burst back by a huge amount. It basically refills it from like half. So you never really want to use it unless they've got full burst, which Barrybones did have, and you also don't want to use it if it's going to completely whiff. So yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say it does do more damage if it connects.
Yeah. The big if there.
This is not a great situation for Devin. No burst.
Well, C does save him, but that slick anti-air 5A. Oh, you're dead.
Great challenge here. And that's another round for Devin. Devin could well take this set here.
Barrybones definitely like molding right now. I mean, yeah, imagine if he won that last round, we could be 6-3 right now. Barry could still be out of qualifying, but luckily, he has that security. But still, you don't want to give away the free set here. But TrueDevin's definitely still fighting, looking very strong.
Certainly
so
is.
It's not going to be easy.
And here we go. Can Devin take the set here? And shut down a bit of
2K clash?
Sure, why not? Some interesting choices from both players here.
Nice parry stance, bring him back down to the ground. Fireball as well. That's going to combo as well. Damn. Forces the burst out for TrueDevin. That was a really nice exchange there for Barrybones.
What is this? What is happening?
Check this. Imagine having two really big swords, and then when you're close to someone, using your head to open them up. That's manly. That
sure was some guilty gear we just saw there.
Yeah, hold this plus. Hold these plus frames. Wait.
Yeah.
Is Leo's close to actually even plus? No, it's -2, isn't it? Because he's got actual ways to mix
people up. I think it's just advancing, right? I think the only thing is that because it's
also huge. Like it's also just absolutely huge. That move is, his head is very big. His
head is very big. That is.
It's for all the thinking that Leo mains do. Yeah, it is -2. Yeah. Thank you, Raging Hunter. All right. Well, here we go.
Great situation for Devin, although.
Wow, what a confirm.
Not if Barry can get out like that. Tries to bait out the super by the looks of it.
That wall broke? I've never seen the DP wall splat. My god, 3 DPs. Do another one. Do another one. Another one. There it is. Oh, but punished. Doesn't kill? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice PRC. Keeps himself alive. Uh-oh. TrueDevin's got to find a hit. Somehow he's going to meet it, but the fireball. Damn.
That is. Yeah, you hate to see it. All right. Barry taking another round here, really putting TrueDevin through the ringer.
Still wants all those points. He's gobbling them up right now. He wants the whole set as well.
Well, Devin certainly not going down without a fight here, as he is still on set point. Barry's really got to step it up if he wants to take this set. Because Devin sure isn't budging.
No, I mean, especially when you got a player like Zando up in it's going to be qualifying for the finals as well. You got to be good at this matchup, but you got to show it right here. Show that you can beat someone like the likes of TrueDevin, and put a little bit of fear into those Ram players.
Well, I don't see an awful lot of fear being instilled here, as he has taken an awful lot of damage and is in a less than great situation overall.
Meaty fireball off the sword explosion. Now gets opened up. All right, the DP sending it. One too many.
To the YRC, a little bit greedy there, Barry.
All right. The footsies, and then just gets tagged by the run-up full screen 2K. All right, nice DP through the stagger pressure. Doesn't get the cross up on the Berserker slash. Again, another run-up 2K 2D. I mean, TrueDevin's just catching Barrybones being a little too patient here in neutral.
Yeah.
You gotta check this a little bit. Oh, almost gets tagged again.
Interesting choice to go straight from the 5P into the projectile there. Oh my god!
Parry this, you filthy catcher.
Barry going for the Twitter clip here.
Definitely looking like it. There's a burst parry. No, you can't. Just kidding.
This is an excerpt.
Yeah, why can't you throw burst, man? Still the worst thing that they removed.
It's alright. Maybe in the upcoming patch, right?
Possibly.
Anyway, we've got some interesting footsies going on here.
Yeah. Although footsies, you know, when they lead you to getting whiff punished in the corner opened up by a ram, not good. So this is gonna wall break, but no Oki. So you know, Barrybones just actually play some guilty gear here for maybe a second longer.
Oh. For once, the run up to 2K doesn't hit, but the flash kick is baited, and Devin takes the set.
7-5. Unfortunately, not good enough, right? TrueDevin needed to win this 7-3 if he wanted to qualify, but Barrybones managed to clutch it out, managed to win at least 5 of those games. But still, taking a set over Barrybones is no easy task, and doing that, you know, in the playoffs is still very impressive.
That is some brutal stuff. Great play from both players. Fantastic stuff. A little bit messy towards the end there, but fantastic play all round from both.
Oh no, TrueDevin. Do I have enough points?
Oh no.
Who's going to tell him, chat? Who's going to tell him? I'm
sorry, Devin. You fought valiantly, however, unfortunately, not quite enough.
It was a tough group. I mean, to have Zando and Barrybones in the same group, I mean, I'm sure if it was pretty much any other 2 players, you probably had a much better chance. But, you know, Zando, just don't be losing that mirror at all. And Barrybones is a machine of his own right.
Yeah, it's a hell of a matchup there. And, yeah, just unfortunate. All right, I believe next up we have Lament versus InvalidValue, if I got that right.
If that's our next matchup, let me double check. I believe so. That is right. Lament, obviously, our resident main. And then InvalidValue rocking the Nagoriyuki. For a second, I forgot the character's name. I think it's quite an interesting matchup. I mean, I honestly don't know much about how Maid deals with a lot of matchups, but she has really big buttons. She has a dolphin. She deals with FD quite well. She has a lot of damage, but Naga's got a lot of life, so that's kind of the great equalizer, right?
Well, they both got very high damage. I think the biggest thing here would be if Lament can keep the correct spacing, right? That's the big thing. That's always been the May's big strength, is that when she's at the right spacing, she is much better than every other character at that particular spacing. So it's a matter of whether or not Lament can keep that spacing, from what I know of that matchup. So I think that's going to be the big thing to look out for there, as to whether or not Lament can keep that proper spacing there. MZA looks like they're rubbing it in a little bit there. I can see Imagine winning but also losing, which is harsh.
Sad.
Guys.
I think this is also another matchup that's going to be quite interesting in terms of standing. So right now, Lament is number 1 in the group, and then InvalidValue is number 4, right? So going to have to do not just win the set, but also do quite well in the set to stand a greater chance of qualifying. And you know what? For a player like InvalidValue, they can definitely do it. I mean, I think I watched the Salty EU tournament yesterday. I believe InvalidValue was in the finals of that, if my memory serves me well. And they managed to get a bracket reset versus, Zando. So that's very impressive. Played very well. So, a player like Lament, also very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, well, while we've got a bit of a lull here, I think we're going to take a quick ad break, and then hopefully we can get straight into the match. So while we're waiting on that, we'll quickly put on those ads. Don't go anywhere. We've got some great matches coming up. Oh, all right. We've got some fantastic Guilty Gear lined up for you. We've got InvalidValue versus Lament, and this should be one hell of a fight.
Blake, as the title suggests, it is do or die right here. InvalidValue wants to qualify. He's going to have to go take it over Lament. Not just in, in the first of 7, but also take this win very commandingly. But like I mentioned, InvalidValue, a very strong player on the Nagoriyuki, very explosive character. I mean, these 7 games can go very quickly if you guess it wrong a few times on defense versus this character. Especially May, doesn't have a reversal. A lot of these RPS situations is going to have to either hold that L or die like a dog.
Well, you do have to remember that Lament is still very strong defensively. Like, I've seen Lament get out of all sorts of horrible situations. We'll see how this goes, particularly given the proclivity of both of these players and characters to do an awful lot of damage out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely. Made also very explosive and has a very strong neutral tools, very strong, also very good at RPSing you in various ways as well. Post getting hit by Dolphin, blocking Dolphin, things like that. I said she got no reversals, but up Dolphin, definitely a very fast move that is very difficult to just contest in these sort of minor situations.
Lament taking some interesting choices there to sort of, I think, trying to manage their risk a bit with those jump backs. Very
very good risk a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I like that a lot. Oh my god, this is huge.
Ooh, and you get the corner carry. I mean, I don't think you're dead. No, definitely not. Nago got that health, like I mentioned. He's got the guts to withstand all this damage that May can put out. But spent a lot of blood on that DP. That's going to be rough now. I mean, can't really use too many specials, but if he keeps landing these normals, he can do whatever he likes. The 2H counter hit, keeps trying to keep it burst safe. Never mind. Another level 3 blood heavy slash to close out the round.
Alright, and I'm loving the use of this 2S by Lament here. Really keeping these big buttons in check. That is huge.
Just burst. This is another strength of May. She can convert off of these fast normals into a sweep knockdown. Something reminiscent of MZA days, You got basically this Gatling into like what would be a 2D, but what is a 3K sweep, and now you have to deal with Oki situation. Another situation, that Nago players don't want to deal with. Another character weak defensively, at least, traditionally.
Some of these aerials not quite being caught by the Nago 6P. Is proving to be a real issue here for Invalid. We're seeing either just a slightly too late or slightly too delayed from Lament for Invalid to really get anything off of them.
Yeah, I think that's where May shines, obviously. In the air, she has a very obnoxious jump arc that forces you to commit to an anti-air very early on. It's very difficult to react to. She rises and falls in the air very quickly. So if you're not preemptive with the anti-airs, and as Nago, you don't really want to be whiffing stuff in neutral. A lot of the stuff got long recovery, so committing to stuff preemptively is actually very difficult.
Oh my god, and here we go. That is...
He's dead. Oh, trying to keep it burst safe again.
And finally the 6P hits there.
Yeah, finally. Like you mentioned, it's not the easiest thing to anti-air May. Like I said, very quick. He can't really react because her hitboxes are big. They hit deep, so they'll often counter hit your 6P attempts. But after a cross-up situation like that, where the aerial hitbox will not actually hit you, you're pretty safe to go for it.
Yeah. And here we go. Lament choosing to go straight back in here. We'll see whether or not they can keep that optimal sort of spacing there in this matchup.
And Valid obviously taking the first game, which again needs to take this win. Getting an early lead is always a good start. Ooh, with punish, but no actual punish.
Choosing to go for that early burst. Oh my god. Lament showing off why 5H is everyone's favourite button. The disjoint really coming in there.
Yeah, really big. Void's getting hit by the burst and gets the punish afterwards. The command grab resets coming in. Alright, and that's into the super again. Not going to kill. Nago's a healthy boy. But because he knocked it down with the super, this is going to be a bit of Oki. You're going to have to block this. Finally challenges the 5k. Opens him up, and again, Nagoriyuki is such an explosive character. He's going to pop. Very explosive. You can see him explode on the screen.
Too explosive.
Too explosive, some might say. Yeah, Invalid maybe overestimated how much blood he was spending there.
Alright. Oh, great challenge from Invalid there. But
yep. Reversal
fantastic
throws.
challenge from Lament as well.
Mix goes low.
Oh, this is huge.
The staggers into the throw combos. You hate to see it. Because you can get out of those if you press the button quick enough, so they're technically not true.
Technically, sure. Oh, here we go, though.
Big 2H. It's a lot of damage.
Oh, that is not a good situation for Invalid there. That blood is really going to start adding up now.
Yeah,
but they
finds a 2H, though.
Oh, they cannot miss anymore. This is
another reversal throw.
Oh, that is not where you want to be. Oh! But the backdash is caught by the mashing there. Gets caught out by that 5p. Beautiful stuff. Great decision making from Invalid.
Yeah, I think Lament was trying to bait a throw there or something, and spent his burst on the gold burst to try and clutch that out. And now you got no burst versus Nagoriyuki. You get opened up once here. You got to guess. You got no burst to save you. There's no blood here. The tap does to open you up. This isn't going to kill. So he's going to reset back to neutral. But look at that blood gauge. It's absolutely zero. He can do whatever he likes.
Speaking of doing whatever you like, Lament is sure is going ham here. I suppose if you've got nothing left to lose. That is one way of going about it. Will this kill? Somebody said, oh, he goes for the reset.
And catches the backdash with the close slash this time around, winning the RPS, commits Lament to their own death. They fall on their own sword on that one. And now it's 2 wins up. All right. Lament's doing it.
All right.
I mean, Invalid's doing it. Yeah.
This is some exciting stuff. We've already 2 action-packed matches, and I imagine only more upcoming. And here we go. Can Lament make the not necessarily large adjustments, but small adjustments to start taking these back? Because these have been close. Do not be mistaken here.
Yeah, like you say, small adjustments, right? You know, obviously spending that burst at the end of that last round, and then losing it, right? Losing that clutch situation at the end is never a good feeling, right? Like once you start losing those situations, you get afraid to ever gamble on those kind of situations again, and then that can give your opponent a lot of momentum. And right now, InvalidValue's got all of it.
Well, you say all of it, but Lament's starting to make some real. There we go. There goes the burst.
Ooh, gets out the corner,
aggressive play here. Oh, chooses to hesitate. Wow, they hesitate just a little bit too long. And Valid takes advantage of that situation entirely. Beautiful stuff.
What is that copy past? The spam is binary value to cheer InvalidValue? Oh, that's cracking me up.
Oh,
anyway.
this is... InvalidValue may not be powered up by that pasta because that is not where they want to be.
It's honestly not that bad of a situation though. When you've still got a lot of blood to do cash out on Nagoriyuki, you can open people up very easily. Like there's cash out with the super. That's going to bring your blood down a lot. You're going to get the Oki. But Lament, now with the meter, now with the reversal on deck, is Invalid going to bait it, or is he just going to... No, just gets the backdash of 2k, 2D counter hit, no burst. Tries to bait it. Well, see.
Oh, I think he was trying to bait that YRC there, but doesn't quite get it.
Well, it's a lot of blood to spend. You might be careful not popping here. Yeah, use the PRC. Tries to stop himself.
Trying to force a jump in from Invalid here by the... Oh,
the
my...
hit extension from hitting the beach ball. So many active frames. Lament just jumps into it, finally clutches it out with the 2S. All right, that was a close one. Lament's wiping the sweat off his forehead there.
Oh, here we go. 5H. Counter hit is huge.
Yeah.
Great way to start the round, although...
It's also huge.
Gets caught out on the advancing command dash there.
Alright, just goes low. And now uses the blue red RC to get himself out of the corner. Very smart. Another counter hit 5H. This isn't going to be enough, but you're in such a scary situation. But InvalidValue doesn't care. He's just going to challenge another reversal throw, though. Lament's not respecting any of InvalidValue's pressure. Manages to find a hit with the JH. All right, Lament's putting some points on the board for themselves.
Yeah, this is tight, like close games. These are great stuff from both players. Seeing some interesting decisions on bursting and not bursting there as well. I kind of like the decision to, you know, effectively force your opponent to have to wait to see if there's going to be a burst or not going to be a burst.
Yeah,
I kind of like the decision from InvalidValue, even if it didn't necessarily work out. Do just quite like that value, like that decision overall. But here we go.
Yeah, I want to see InvalidValue. I mean, his defense is holding up okay. I mean, it's all scary to block versus character, but he's really not making use of FD. And I think FD is extremely important in this game, especially when you got no reversal. Because, I mean, watch him block a 5H without FD and watch his risk go up by like 30%. It's absolutely insane. You gotta FD these moves because otherwise, if you get opened up once, you're gonna take like 50% extra damage.
Certainly are. Although, speaking of taking extra damage,
I mean, yeah. You also don't need a block if you just got your opponent in the corner and you hit him with the combo into the Super Oki. Well, that's a punish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, trade. He got very lucky off with that, and there's a command grab. Again, not enough to kill. I wonder if he would choose to keep the corner here. Yeah, okay. There was a drop, but works out.
Or catches the backdash with the delayed 5H there.
Yeah, it's so active. You gotta be careful about backdash and Nagoriyuki in that mid-range.
Certainly have. Although, currently, Lament's trying to... Oh, that is... Okay, can't follow up because of the too much potential for the pop.
Ooh, the gold burst, but there's no punish. He wasn't close enough for that 5k. Uh-oh, Lament finds a hit. This could be big.
Doesn't quite manage to get the combo there with the blue RC, and gets hit by the 5p there. Slightly anticlimactic, but great decision making overall from Invalid there.
And Invalid's just guessing right in all these RPS situations right now. It's got to be a good feeling, right? Whenever you are playing a character like Nagoriyuki, where you know there's a lot of opportunities for your opponent to guess, for you to guess, and then you're guessing right every single time. You know, your opponent is going to be struggling with that quite a lot, right? And then they're going to be forced not to make decisions in these situations, and that means you can take your turn back a lot more often than you normally be able to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of it adding up to your mental stack in general is just great, and particularly with how terrifying the offense is from both of the characters, really. Yeah. Like, both these characters can absolutely kill you off of one hit in some situations. Both players have really got to be mindful.
Yeah, really right now, I mean, both players are basically opening up each other at the same amount of time. They're both like... you know, doing the same offensively, and Nagoriyuki's health bar and all this, and the fact that he can heal himself off his command grab, it just adds up a little bit that he can just be able to survive more hits than Lament. Oh, he gets the wall slap. Okay, this isn't actually a bad situation. Well, now it's a really bad situation. Oh, the PRC! Oh, that was so smart. But then, oh no.
The mask. Him putting the mask back on and being able to see that the command grab is coming is so unfortunate for Lament there. That is, that's a bad time. That is. I don't really know what else to say. Like that's just brutal.
Yeah, I mean there were so many great baits there with the PRCs, and in the end, that's just how it ends. The mask off, you get to see what your opponent's doing, and that's kind of one of the strengths of it as well. That's why it's never that bad. Blood popping your blood, as long as you got the health to survive, is not even that bad of a situation some of the time.
Yeah.
Although it's going to be enough for you.
Things not looking great for... well, I mean, he's still got first here. offense is still solid, although Lament managing to mount a bit of an offense of their own.
Backdashes the grab.
But doesn't quite get the whiff punish.
No. Kind of an unfortunate situation. He could have just fast slash, got a lot of that blood back. Tries to commit to the 2H, but that also whiffs. And now the command grab.
Not where you want to be. All of that is safe.
Yep. Wow. That's a deep JH there. Nice 2H answer. Oh my god, the bait on the burst, the PRC. But he's too high on blood. He can't really commit to a punish that Dolphin will do. He's still with the burst, but you can't. You don't want to give him. You'll go to the grave with the burst instead.
Yeah, it's a rough situation because again, like Lament went for the burst safe option there. That is just rough. But overall, I mean, just great play from both players overall. I am still kind of liking Invalid's choice to at least force Lament to have to go for these less damaging burst safe routes. Not sure if there's a better way that they could be using that burst, maybe making sure that the offense doesn't start in the first place, but I do still like the decision making there, at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, when you are against these types of characters that can have very easy access to burst safe routes that still cash out a lot of damage, I quite like just bursting when you're blocking, right? You know, you get rid of all that potential to gain risk, you get rid of all the need to guess, and I mean, right, okay. This time saves himself from a big counter hit conversion. Those are good uses for it too, but then gets opened up by the throw now. Oh, that was on the other side, that was dirty. The same side that time. This time it's blocked. Counter hit 5H. Oh my god, the damage is going to rack up.
He's going to kill.
No, not quite.
No, not quite.
That was frame by frame right there for you guys. Oh, that's going to heal him a little bit. Yeah, that's huge, like you mentioned. So much momentum now. You never want to let Nagoriyuki land a command. Grab, never mind. Just mash out with the 5Ps.
Great decision making from Lament there. Just choosing to try to get out of that offense any which way. Oh my god. But the whiffed throw, that is not where you want to be.
Oh my, tries to anti him, maybe with the 5P there. Doesn't really work. The
oh
reversal
my
super.
god, oh, this is huge.
Very huge, Blake. This brings down the blood gauge a lot. Gives you a lot of room to play with here. That risk though. But be careful with backdash those close lashes. Wow, just mash out with 2H, man. Lament is actually screaming right now. Why are you mashing 2H out of Loxton? I know I would.
Valid showing off some sort of brain power that's just well beyond mere mortals, apparently.
Yeah. Apparently. Lament can't comprehend, we can't comprehend, but InvalidValue, he's a robot. Spam that value for InvalidValue, and right now that's given all the momentum he needs. PRC on the missed command throw, gains a huge life lead, but now is in the corner versus May. Nice check on the backdash there with the 5P. Good
great reach from Lament in general, like backdashing that command throw.
He's gonna pop. Oh my god, he saves himself with that 2H, but then he forward dashes anyway! What are you doing?
Oh my god!
That pops him himself.
There it is.
Finally. Can't whiff. Don't whiff. Mask on.
Oh no!
The Mickey Mouse boots.
You could see the beginning of that 5P coming out from Invalid there. That is... Oh, you hate to see it.
Very sad. And that's the last game that InvalidValue can afford to give up to Lament here. So
that's got to put the pressure on now. Yeah,
you got to win the next 4 games without dropping 1. I mean, we saw what happened when TrueDevin was 3 games away, and now we got 4 games. InvalidValue, he can definitely do it. He took 3 to start, but it's not going to be easy.
Invalid is a very solid player. We could still see some incredible play, absolutely, but it is going to be an uphill battle at this point. Yeah. And Lament is going to want to win as many as they can, right? Because even if they qualify after winning this one, the first and second place are so close, you still want to get those seedings, right? You don't want to... I mean, although right now, it depends where you want to be seeded, right? Because 1 and 2 of Group A are both absolute monsters. Well, both players here not wanting to give up an inch.
Oh, another one. One more.
And then choosing to go for, again, this sort of mostly burst safe route there.
Nice.
Securing that damage.
It's very important in this matchup as Nagoriyuki. Not a character that can really be very mobile in the air, so whenever he is airborne, you do want to make sure you commit to anti-airing him.
Invalid desperately trying to get that flood down, but just not able to do it. Like going for that reset, trying everything, but just not able to get through Lament's defense there.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a reset, a bit of a burst bait, but Lament didn't bite on either, so. Big whiff 2H, and just runs up with a throw. I like it.
Valid not got all the ways to defend against this, and there's the command grab. That's a lot of
super 2.
Damage.
Ouch.
Burst is now available for Invalid, but not a great place to have it at this point.
And his blood is not really facilitating any kind of comeback right here. And with the with the dolphin, you got to burst. That's your only opportunity to burst because the rest of it is going to be safe. And Lament, too smart, knows that that's coming and baits it, and takes the lead for the first time in his set.
Incredible stuff, and I believe that does that put Lament in? Does that qualify Lament?
I believe it might. At least it means that InvalidValue can't qualify. I'm not sure if that instantly qualifies Lament because of how close MZA and the rest of the group are. But
the confirmation that it does not necessarily qualify Lament here, so still gonna fight.
Very important games. InvalidValue can't qualify himself. Can definitely make some sort of upset here. Can make an impact on the rest of the playoffs.
All right. Oh, again, great challenges from Lament coming out here.
There's PRC there, but okay, his blood's going down now, but that's the thing about Nago. You need a bit of time for that blood to eventually go down by itself. And if you can't find it, you got to find these stray hits. And if your opponent doesn't give it to you, you're still locked out of all these specials. Wow, that 2H nice on the beach ball. Takes that full screen control. But look at that blood again. You got to be so careful. Good burst. Well, it was good for a second.
Great decision making from Invalid there.
Ooh, what a whiff punish. The 5H. Nago's round starts are always so scary to contest against, but Lament, not afraid.
Well, I mean, when you've got a button like 5H, you've not got a lot of reason to be afraid, really, have you?
Very true.
Oh, fantastic 6P off of Invalid there. Love the challenge against the Dolphin, but not quite enough.
Ooh, the meaty beach ball. Oh, PRC, I mean the YRC, I don't know, that's not going to punish, but he's got 100 meter, can keep it safe. Oh, what a challenge. He's dead. He can cash out, right? There's an opposite better route there.
No, he can't. No, he couldn't go for it there, I don't think. If there's no way he gets that wall break, I think you would have to drop it right at the end. Because every time you do 263H, it actually lifts them lower each time. So I don't think you would actually be able to go wall to wall, at least not consistently, I don't think. And I think by the time that you did, they would have the burst back.
Yeah.
So it's...
I just seen some Nagos do some wild shit off of random hits, like just matching the DP into 5-hit. It's like obviously they're gonna pop, but they'll go all in on all the specials and try and cash out as much damage. But very risky, obviously, if you don't end up getting the kill, because you'll just end up popping and then your opponent punishes you.
That's the other thing as well. Like if you can't land it there, and in a situation like that, it might just be better just to reset altogether. And here we go. Both players without a burst now.
InvalidValue's got to work on his stagger presses because right now he's bursting when he could just be pressing one button and getting out of those counter hit dolphin situations. Well, not entirely, but.
Well, I think
command grab.
Even then, they're fully confirmable, right? Like they even in those stags, even in that stagger state, you could always get at least the throw off.
Can't get the thrower. I think you can get like 5p to 3k or whatever, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe the May players I've been playing against don't can't run across the screen fast enough. But I mean, I guess it probably depends where it hits you.
I think on counter hit you can always get it.
Oh no, the German burst!
No, not like this!
Oh, now he's got a long way to go. He's got the meter for it, and the 6P on the Dolphin's a good start.
I mean,
Lament's got meter too.
He's gotta play it safe here,
He's
right?
doing it.
Because like,
That's an all-in. He's gonna pop.
here we
right?
go.
Oh.
No, the 3 hits from the
Yeah.
the fast slash lets him. Oh.
This is so close right now. Lament can do it. Gets counter hit by the Dolphin. You could see the start up, the wind up, the knee was bent back, ready for the toes, the tippy toes, and Lament. Dolphin managed to take it. All right, 5-4. It's still close right now. I mean, anyone could take it still.
Yeah, this is a fantastic play. Invalid might be out here, but not going down without a fight. Will we see a repeat of the previous set, where a player is knocked out but continues on to win the set?
Yeah, possibly. I think, like you say, I mean, Lament kind of needs this win to sort of cement his place in the finals. So Lament's definitely playing his heart out, and Invalid can still upset the rankings right now. But it's gonna have to do a little bit better than he's currently doing. That's a pretty big opener right now. No, another whiffed burst. Okay, this time challenges the scramble afterwards. Wow, he going all in on those specials. Counter hit 5H. Yeah, you never want to let this Nago jump in on you.
Oh, misses the whiff opportunity.
Up, Dolphin.
Oh,
What's up, Dolphin?
This is not where you want to be. In corner. Pressure is on.
Maybe it is. Oh, maybe it's exactly where you want to be, Blake. Uh-oh.
Oh no, here we go. Right.
Oh, the other side went. Oh my god, Nago's so big, it's so ambiguous.
Oh no! Okay, Lament drops the combo, but still catches nonetheless.
Oh, you could see the 6P attempt from InvalidValue, but like we were saying, it's so dangerous to try and 6P May because her aerials hit so deep in the air.
Invalid making sure that blood does not quite creep up too far there.
Yep. That's a good way to stop it going up, though. Oh, that's not going to land, is it? Oh, he thought it was going to wall splat. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 5K, 6H, level 3 blood. That's a combo. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't confirm there.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's always confirmed off counter hit. So that is not a great place to be. Oh, but the 63 there catches out that back dash. Huge extra frames on that move.
Yeah, and just huge in general. Okay, trying to get the blood. Oh, you're mad? This isn't going to work, surely, but I guess it gets him the full screen presence. Doesn't really use it well, but whatever. It's 50 meter. You know, you get that back of it pretty soon if you can land a couple hits here.
Well, I, for one, was terrified at the very least. So you've got that going for you, Lament.
There you go. Oh, the extension. He's using that 5H to hit the beach ball and then extend the active frames on the move so well. Nice challenge, and that's going to be it. Wow, we're even it out 5-5. Got 10 games already. Can we go the full 14?
Could well be. Invalid choosing to fight his absolute hardest going into this. I love it. All right.
I mean, I say he's still got an opportunity to affect the playoffs. I mean the finals, and also like I say, we're still playing for clout, right? He's still got to take it over Lament, who's a very strong player right now, and get a show off your Nagoriyuki, make people a bit more afraid of you. I mean, InvalidValue's obviously been doing really well recently. Like I mentioned, was in grand finals in open bracket. I think it was like an 82-man tournament on Monday, so been doing extremely well.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I think it just beat out entirely, right? The 5K beat out the 2S.
I think he delayed it a little bit because there's no way it beats it. It's raw, like because 2S is disjointed, isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe I'm not sure about that.
Well, InvalidValue
it is
knows
disjointed, but yeah, it certainly knows how to beat the option one way or another. Oh,
React to my forward Fukio or die like a dog, says InvalidValue. And right now, it's so risky sometimes because, you know, once that Nago's conditioned you with the Fukio back into like 6H punishes, you never want to press as soon as they Fukio forward because, you know, hard to react to.
Right. Oh, great offense here from Lament.
Oh, just landing the command grab. Damn. Not going to kill again, but there was a chunk of damage. But with Invalid, with some meter, yeah, I don't think you feel too bad. Doesn't take much here to... Oh my, up dolphin into the forward dolphin is such a fast option.
Sure, why not? I mean, Lament making it safe at the end there with the RC. If you've got the meter, why not go for it, right?
Yeah, good way to clutch out. What's up, Dolphin?
Up Dolphin really doing work here.
Yes. Ooh, that's going to be a punish. Only takes it with a 2P. Good check to keep Lament in the corner. And look at that wrist. Look at that HP. It doesn't almost the wrist doesn't even make a difference. Nice counter hit Dolphin. Gets the throw. Actually blocks the cross up. WRC slowed down 6K. That's a combo.
Oh, that's huge.
He's got burst. Tries to go run up for the throw. Base the burst. No punish. A little bit trigger happy with the 5H.
I don't know if that was baited. On the other hand, brutal stuff. Well, Invalid is 1 away from taking the set here.
That was the most raw 2H. Mr. Kamagawa, I think that's what it's called. The guy with the beach ball coming up, and InvalidValue had all the time in the world just to hit that 2H and hit them both, you know?
This is, well, Lament's really gotta be feeling it now, because this could put them out of the tournament, potentially. Potentially.
Yeah, Smoib and MZA definitely rooting for InvalidValue right now, because if he takes this last game, Lament might not qualify here, you know, especially MZA, who is in that 3rd place position currently.
Yeah, this is huge. Well, here we go. Great starting pressure from Lament. Look at that wrist building up. That is terrifying. All right, again, trying to keep up this pressure, but Invalid willing to spend the meter to try to shut that down.
Oh, base the throw. He's been doing that so many times now. He does the forward Fukio, he cancels the momentum nice and early, hits him with the 6H, gets a huge counter hit punishes, and he's done that so many times here, Blake. It's worked out, and Lament's bit every time he keeps going for that throw tech.
Yeah, God, Lament really in trouble here.
No punish. The up
but again,
dolphin, that's...
yeah, it's this up dolphin. It's really doing work.
It's very, very fast, so it can be a really good reversal option. Puts you airborne as well, so often times if you take a stray hit, sometimes it can be difficult to convert.
Certainly can be, and that is a huge 5H counter hit. It has to burst there.
Yeah, nice and early, you know, make sure it's before it gets any burst safe opportunities. And now, I mean, he's got a huge life lead. He's chilling right now. He's got a bit of blood, spends it on the Beyblade. Not going to pop yet, but still scary. That 2H is going to help out. Using that 5H on the beach ball again. Ooh, this time gets hit by it. And that's a command grab. Okay, that life lead's diminishing.
This is, yeah, that's a huge swing for Lament here, because one more interaction could take it. It's speaking up.
He's not dead though. Yeah, that does not do much damage. Not against Megads. For the 100 meter, you gotta be so careful with Invalid. He's going all in. He's going all in.
You can't
see. He's gonna pop.
Oh no!
Try to chip him out.
Brutal stuff.
Lament, really smart awareness as well. Just YRCs, backs off. I mean, what's Invalid gonna do, right?
Yeah. Well, he's going to pop and die. What's going to happen? Oh my goodness. And immediately we're seeing a burst gone. Oh, this could be it. Right? Like, if he sets up for the reset. Oh no, he's just going for it.
Yeah, take the life lead, and it's going to be smooth sailing here for Lament. Needs to find one straight hit. If he plays defensively, it shouldn't be too hard.
Well, you say that, but this is still...
Uh-oh.
One straight hit. Oh,
too soon. Oh no! He pressed just a fraction too early. InvalidValue really wanted the punish. Nice. Get a big one, but gets hit by the splash. Maybe forgot. Maybe just wasn't ready. And that's going to be 6-6. We're going to get the 14th game.
All right. Well, in which case, Lament has...
I think, yeah, just Lament's qualified now, right? That's all he needed. There's
No,
no way
he's still going to take it. Right? Oh, no. That's it, right?
Yeah, Lament is 100% qualified. Even if, you know...
Really? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Even if the other set went 7-6 between Smoib and MZA, Lament is still qualified now, so he's got nothing to worry about. This last game is all for clout.
All right. Wow. Everything on the line there.
Round start DP. Big combo.
That's huge. Oh, Invalid showing off now.
Wait, where was this before, huh? Round start DP, just didn't want to spend the blood like that? Like, maybe. Ooh, whiff. No, not with the PRC. Just slowly draining that blood gauge, no rush.
Oh, that's huge though. Oh.
Swing? Oh, that's gonna land.
No. Lament was still mid command grab, right?
Probably. Yeah, very nice. Use of the reverse. I think we've already seen that twice in this entire set. I mean, using it very sparingly. I think he's opted to go for these YRC situations more.
Oh
the
my
IVMD
God,
on the far/slash.
Incredible stuff.
It's very smart. Get him off you.
Choosing to throw forward rather than backwards there. Interesting choice from the men. Oh, that's
sometimes
huge.
It's just faster to throw forwards, right? Because if you try and throw it back, you gotta run up, press 4D rather as opposed to 60, which is a little bit slower.
Yeah, that's true. Right, Lament still got 50 meter here and a burst on deck. Although burst may not matter because one swing will do it.
Oh, we tried a 6P, but no way. The JH was already in its active frames. Okay, not gonna be dying. Oh, he tries to empty land into the grab.
All right, well, Invalid may have lost the war, but sure did win this battle. Takes the set, but unfortunately is not able to qualify. But fantastic matches all round. Like, both players played phenomenally throughout. Just great play. Love to see it.
Yeah, been giving us the whole 14 games. Can't really ask for much more than that. Very hype, obviously, and Lament's going to be pretty happy with himself. Even if InvalidValue got the moral victory in the end, Lament still managed to qualify for the finals. Has a chance at getting the grand prize. So, I mean, don't know what more you can ask for. Apart from, I mean, I suppose Invalid could have asked for having a clean, 7-0 win and then have a chance qualifying, but. That's going to be it for those two. And then moving on to our next and final set of the evening, we've got MZA repping the Eno versus our Lord and Savior Smoib on the Goldlewis.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Smoib, the Goldlewis player.
Yeah.
We've got so many red auras in here. I don't know about you, but I feel a little bit, this is a little bit scary. And here we go.
I mean, hey, I woke up this morning and I was watching Hotashi, right? I don't know if you kept up with that Twitter drama like yesterday that sins might have started about between EMEA and NA. But I watched Hotashi come into EU Celestial and I watched Smoib beat him up a little bit. So I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty satisfying. So Smoib definitely warmed up and repping the Goldlewis. I mean, versus Eno. If anyone watched that Red Bull Kumite event like so long ago now, obviously you had like Gobu versus Daruno and all these godlike players like Diaphone, and this matchup looked pretty doable for Goldlewis, even though a lot of people think it is a little bit more difficult. Obviously, kind of this mixerization machine, and if you got no real defensive options, you're going to be put in the blender a lot. But the neutral with the behemoths, with these big normals, you got to be really careful about navigating around as the
And already we see the copy pasta coming out for Smoib. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, That is my favorite one. I mean, it's a banger of a copy paster if you put in anything right there.
We appear to be having a little bit of issue starting the match. Oh. All right. And here we go. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I don't know if I've seen these guys play yet in any tournament really, but you know, as a Goldlewis player, you know, Smoib's going to be very familiar with pretty much all the matchups, so it's going to be up to MZA whether they know the Goldlewis matchup. You know. Yeah,
this is certainly one way to do a knowledge check, and here we go. Already we're seeing a lot of great early aggression from MZA. But definitely on the back foot now.
Yeah. But, you know, being on the back foot, being without burst versus Goldlewis means that you can't really afford to get hit. Not like that. I mean, he's going to get the Oki off this, and then, yeah, Smoib's going to mix you up. Goes with the raw throw first, and then hits you with the meaty behemoth. You're trying to jump out of the Thunderbird, but you just can't.
Already we're seeing Smoib really turning the heat up with those huge damage combos.
Yeah, this guy hurts. That's Coppen's big, this man is big, and he does damage. Hey, wait. Blake, is this Testament's theme? I don't think I've heard it yet.
I believe so. Or, oh, here we go.
Oh, slump. Mix.
Yeah. MZA choosing to reset here. But,
oh, what about that?
Boy, with the minigun reaction. Oh, yeah, boy. Like using the 2P for the tick throw there.
Frame kill, just goes low. Hits immediately, the minigun's back out. You gotta FD that. Oh, nice 6P.
MZA.
And bait on the burst.
There we go. I was gonna say it's one hit away, and there it is. Smoib showing a great knowledge of the matchup early on here.
Yeah. And this is, you know, again, it's do or die for both these players right now. Essentially, I believe whoever wins this qualifies. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So at this point, you gotta, like I said, it's do or die. You gotta do it right now. And Smoib taking that first game, like I said, taking an early lead in these sets can mean a good thing. It can also mean nothing, right? You know, we've seen so many comebacks today with people taking the early leads and then not end up taking the whole thing. Oh my god, the goal burst. Just on my minus frames, yeah, why not?
I like MZA choosing to sort of reset pressure here a bit as well. Like, not just going in for these two, like 6H into... Oh, no!
Ooh, that's a big punish.
That is huge. Oh, no,
that's it,
right?
Oh, you're dead. Yeah, goodbye. Off swinging? Off the wall. Bring him back. Yeah, so I like using reversal supers, you know, early in a set. Make sure your opponent is respecting them. But you always kind of expect them to land once, right? And is this going to be another really quick round here? Okay, guess his burst back, but this is not looking good.
Oh, that is not where you want to be. No meter, no burst up against Goldlewis with both.
Swing. It's going to miss though. Oh no, it hit! Oh my, the meaty. I thought he went for just a safe jump there, but I think he went for the low afterwards. Gets hit by the schist here, and that's two quick games to Smoib.
Yeah, Smoib
hole in one.
Showing off the sheer damage potential of Goldlewis here. Really showing off some expertise when it comes to some of the execution.
Yeah, and doing really well. I think, you know, MZA is going to have to be a little bit more patient than neutral right now. He's just going in, and against Goldlewis, one of his weaknesses, tries to go for the same gold burst setup, spends it, doesn't get the meter, but, you know, doesn't get punished. That's the more important part.
All right, might still be able to mount a bit of an offense, but not like that. Oh, this is not where you want to be. Yeah. Okay. Whiff from Smoib lets MZA escape here. Although not living their best life.
Gets hit by the raw behemoth RC, and now that's a no-fly zone. Blocks the overhead still plus. That's Omega plus. Goes for the second one. Commits to one too many though. Gets hit. Counter hit here. Tries to make the super this time, but just swinging with the 2B. That's gonna be it with the throw. You cannot make a mistake versus this Goldlewis.
This is brutal to see. MZA really struggling just to start the offense altogether.
Be the burst though.
Yeah, Smoib looking for a burst there.
Super plus. And the PRC to make it Omega plus. There's the gold burst. Finds the space for it. I mean, it's got barely any health to work with, but you know, Zeno, you don't need much health. You just need the offense. Spends all the meter already. But Smoib's defense is pretty good. When you're playing these big characters, one thing you gotta get good at is blocking, because you're gonna be doing a lot of it. Or say that, he does a reversal throw.
You've also got to be good at interrupting. That's the other thing. And oh my god, we are already 3-0 to Smoib here. Are we going to see a sweep? Is this going to happen?
I would be very surprised to see a sweep with both these players being a very high level. But right now, Smoib, like I say, just clearly showing that he knows the matchup a lot better. Yeah, Smoib going to sweep the classic.
I mean, we could see it. Like, MZA is really struggling on the defense here.
Yeah, and he's just struggling to open up, you know, Smoib. Doing really well at blocking these, like, kind of 50-50s, right? Not sure how he's doing it, but he's managing to do it really consistently. And obviously, as well, you know, Goldlewis has a lot of health. It takes, you know, maybe one or two more mix-ups than your usual character to kill Zeno.
Oh no!
That's a punish, yeah.
Punishes the dive in there. That is punishable on block there.
Yeah, I kind of want to see MZA use a bit more chemical love, right? I haven't seen him use the move a single time. And versus Goldlewis, like, you know, it covers so much space. Obviously, Goldlewis can still run under it. Okay, well, I mean, that's part of the combo, sure, but in neutral, right? Covers a lot of space. You know, if he wants to punish it, he's going to have to run. And then you can check the run with things like 2S.
I wonder if MZA knows the matchup well enough in that respect, though. Knows to use chemical love, knows that chemical love will hit standing.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It could be just a gap in the knowledge. Because Goldlewis is not one of those characters you come across all that often. Yeah. Although you're saying that, there is the chemical love. Does miss because Smoib is crouching there, unfortunately.
I thought it was just out of range at that point, but nice check on the re-jump, trying to, gets hit, counter hit low. Not sure what he's going for there. The flying fat man coming in with the miss. Behemoth kind of misses the setup afterwards, gets a reversal throw. Bait on the throw, forces the burst out from Smoib. I don't think I mean, it's not looking like we're going to get a clean sweep, although that's going to hurt. Oh, are you just dead? Oh, you're dead.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Never mind. I spoke too soon. Commentator curse.
Oh no. Well, MZA does have a burst coming up, so that could be huge given that Smoib is already on the offense.
Yeah. Doesn't cancel. Okay. Now it's playing a little bit more patiently. I prefer this neutral game from MZA. Get the knockdown. Now you can get your offense going. Gets him low. But look, the damage is just not much, right? It adds up over time, sure, but you got to do this, you know, 4, 5, 6 times. And Smoib's got to hit you once. And even he doesn't even need to hit you. You can just hit this orm chip. Oh, you're going to block this. Tries to hit the burst. Ooh, nice delay.
Look at that risk gauge from MZA, though. One hit could do it.
Doesn't even need the risk gauge. Any hit's going to kill him, even if he had no risk. Let's be honest, Blake. Oh, that's a good super wall break, though. And Net gets to mix up afterwards. One more. There it is. Nice.
All right, MZA on the board. Right, can we see a big momentum shift here from MZA? Because those first 3 matches were fast. And that's got to feel bad, regardless.
Yeah. Again, it feels like one of those helpless matchups, right? I mean, you get hit once, like, oh, woe is me, I die in 1 hit. Oh, I've got to hit my opponent 10 times. But, you know, if you're a bit more patient and neutral, you realize that actually Smoib doesn't really have the tools to contest a lot of what you want to do. And, you know, you occupy so much more space. And he has to whiff these big behemoths if he wants to snipe you out the air. And that's your time to go in. You're fast, you know, you're a very mobile character. You just got to create that space at neutral, but you know, regardless, getting hit once can spell the end.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, both players have chosen to burst early in their respective offenses.
Yeah.
We're
the
seeing
classic.
a lot of this
going.
popping FD, like double hop FD from MZA here. A lot of danger state as well. A lot of backdashes coming out from MZA. Got to be really careful that negative penalty because that will spell doom for them because you really need meter in this game.
Should, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a safe job setup, but sometimes you gotta send those reversals. Hopefully they mess it up. I mean, MZA's already messed it up one time, so you maybe bank on them doing it another again. And oh god, the trade combo. You go low this time. You gotta guess that low is quite fast. I think no, you're not quite dead, but look at the health differential. You now gotta get 10 mix-ups in a row. Or before you get chipped out. I don't think that's happening.
No. MZA backs off into the minigun. Unfortunate. Great
pulls it out.
Smoib.
Yeah.
Immediately identifying those backdashes and knowing exactly what to do there.
Good tech. Yeah. Oh my god. I think he's got to check the dashes of Smoib a little bit more. Smoib's just dashing like up from full screen. Like I said, doesn't want to get hit by these chemical loves. Alright, now just being forced to block in the corner though. Thunderbird's going to cover him. Gotta be careful. You can't keep backdashing. You're not that fast.
Yeah, and like that negative penalty could happen any moment now.
Uh-oh, blocks from cross up, and that puts you in the corner versus Smoib. I don't think that's good. And a whiff throw, but no punish.
Oh, that's really not where you want to be.
Oh,
manages to go under the bot there, which is huge.
Wow, another one to MZA.
Yeah. All right. Well, MZA pulling it back here. You love to see it.
Yeah, adapting to the matchup well, and now it's Smoib. I think he's adjusted his offense a bit, so that Smoib isn't doing such a good job blocking. Definitely getting. I mean, in reality, a lot of mix-ups are just 50-50s, right? And maybe he's just getting the worst end of the 50-50s right now.
Well, I mean, you say 50-50, there's always the throw as well. Like,
right.
I mean, it's the reset. It all
Oh my god. Yeah, that is true. Oh, nice bait with the stroke the big tree under the burst. You love to see it. And now MZA with so much momentum, they look unstoppable.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Some terrifying stuff coming out from MZA now. Much more comfortable in the matchup all of a sudden.
Yeah. Although on defense, it's still nightmarish, right? All these plus frames, no reverse, so you're dead. Goodbye.
That's it.
Perfect.
Fantastic stuff from Smoib there. Not even a second churn there, knowing that the one churn will kill.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure Behemoth would have killed, didn't even the super. And I gotta say, what a close slash to punish the heavy stroke as well. And look, that's a quick round right back to Smoib. When MZA takes a round, a double perfect. Wow. I mean, if anyone does it, it's Smoib.
Brutal stuff. All right, Smoib showing that they are still paying attention, that they are still absolutely in this. Great stuff to see.
Still keeping his lead as well, yeah. I mean, that is the kind of matchup it is, right? MZA, has to be really careful not to get tagged in the neutral, has to play super clean. Because if Smoib manages to work his way in, find that one hit, we've seen what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. One mistake could make or break it.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
Mistakes.
Big whiff burst there from Smoib into the super nice cancel on that 6S there. 6HS even.
That's
and wow, MZA almost doing a very quick round of his own.
But not quite giving Smoib the opportunity here.
Oh.
This is huge. Oh!
Yeah, I like that. Smoib has shown a tendency after those burst scenarios to pull out the gun. But, Yurino, you can just fly around the screen. There's no need to get hit by that.
But this does mean MZA could be without that burst for maybe even both the rounds here, which would be huge.
It might not even need it, though. Let's be honest. He just needs to opening up into the command grab. Oh, right. Is this going to kill Blake? This super always kills. Always kills, man. Never mind. It doesn't kill.
Goldlewis has got huge defense, but that will. Oh my god.
That does. I love it. I love it. I'm
And
a big fan.
MZA sending a message there with that perfect. Letting Smoib know.
You ain't the only one
Alright.
with perfect gameplay. And that's a statement right there. MZA. Not even like... I think as Eno, you could definitely lame this out a little bit. You could be way more defensive. But MZA's like, nah, I'll just mix you up like 10 times. I'll take those risks. I'll just hit you with my like frame 1 command grab or whatever frame it is. And you won't stand a chance.
Yeah, I'm much preferring this aggressive gameplay compared with the backdashes we were seeing earlier, which just were not working out for MZA at all.
Yeah. And again, you know, whoever wins this qualifies. So there's so much on the line here. And the fact that they're just going neck and neck just proves out how close these players are. And how they both deserve to qualify.
Right. Well, oh my god, that jump D showing its active frames there.
Oh yeah, it's Goldlewis's best poke. Ooh, don't know what he's going for with that. I think he wanted another JD there, but unfortunately gets the throw.
I mean, it might have been a call out. Who knows?
Possibly. I mean, hey, there's no recovery frames on whiffing a throw in the air, like when you land. So, just the empty throw. Like you said, there's always the throw to worry about too. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Although that is huge.
was that the super PRC tech?
Could be. Oh, Goldlewis is one of the characters that can do it. Goldlewis and Faust still able to use that tech.
Yeah. And Potemkin, hey, come on, you're Potemkin main. It should be your best tools. If anything, that's shit's OP.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I rarely use that Potemkin. But anyway, we're seeing some great mix here from Smoib, and oh my god, trying to bait out that burst, but MZA showing fantastic patience.
Blake, you say that's mix, he's just hitting you with an unblockable into an unblockable every time, man. What mix is that? This is mix right here from Eno. She hits you with an unblockable into an unblockable. Welcome to Guilty Gear Drive. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Not quite. Just needs, he's going to die from chip though. He needs to spend all this meter on FD, but you've only got so much meter. You got no meter.
No meter left.
Come on.
Oh, he manages to dash and oh my god, just goes under the chemical love, pressuring just enough there.
Yeah, he uses those big ass forearms. You know, that 2P is very big. No matter how many Goldlewis want to complain about it.
God, look at Smoib dodging
Confirmed.
just under all of these chemical loves. You love to see it.
Yeah, he's really good at spacing these out in the neutral. That's plus.
Fantastic knowledge showing from Smoib here.
Yeah. MZA is doing a really good job of mixing up his block strings as well. Not going straight into the heavy stroke, not going just straight into the note. Sometimes doing nothing and just resetting his pressure like that. And Smoib doesn't really know what to do. Luckily, doesn't need to block forever because Eno, you know, once Eno's got you to blocking, it's kind of already over for her.
Oh no!
A Thunderbird to cover him. Yeah, the stroke goes under it, but I mean, when you come back up from the stroke, just, you know, the bird's still there. He's still swinging.
Yeah, unfortunately, MZA not quite getting the timing to stop the Thunderbird from coming out in the first place. Real unfortunate there. Love the thought process, unfortunate on the timing.
Yeah, and yeah, I was hoping to see the scoreboard, but I can't remember what the score is now. I think it's 4-4. Again, then neck and 4-5.
5-5. Yeah, Smoib is up 5 to. Smoib is up 5 to 3. Yeah.
5-3, right. Very impressive stuff either way. These games have been going fast, that's for sure.
Certainly have been. It's been some. Oh my god! Look at that damage from one projectile. You love to see it. Manages to land that dive there, which is huge for MZA. Really manages to pull that pressure around here.
Nice block on the crosser. And now back to neutral. And MZA with the health advantage, but that doesn't really mean much versus Goldlewis. Oh, the behind the back behemoth while he's going through the air. You love to see it. Nice block on the overhead. Yeah, it's not too close. He manages to get the backdash, but there's a throw, and that's going to be
Beautiful
it.
reaction.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Like you say, you can react to it, but in a situation like that, it's not easy.
Yeah. Got to remember, folks, that tournament pressure sure is on here. And just beautiful stuff from both players here. And speaking of which, MZA really putting the pressure on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Caught Smoib. Maybe trying to press. Maybe trying to jump out. When they do that light chemical love, the mix never stops. Ah, perfect. And that's bought MZA a lot of time to get his burst back too. That always feels good when you win the next round and you don't have burst off of like one neutral interaction. Because now in this round it's even Stevens.
Certainly is. And MZA is really putting it on here. And oh no! The dash. This is. Oh my god! Not like this! Not like this!
Yes, like this. Yes, like this. This is Smoib. This is Smoib. This is the people's champion. And he is one game away from qualifying for the finals right now. MZA has done very well adapting here, but Smoib has just gone that extra level and his pressure is insane. That backdash on the throw was even crazier.
That is incredible stuff from Smoib there. That burst bait was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just reading MZA like a book. In those scrambly clutch situations in these kind of games, that's the difference maker, right? That's the games, that's those situations where, you know, your clutchness really shows.
All right. Speaking of clutch, that Thunderbird really coming in clutch there, allowing Smoib to take their turn. And here we go.
Oh, this is going to be good Oki as well. Got the reversal super. Oh, BRC and then gets the backdash to punish the throw attempt. Alright.
And they're really taking advantage of the caution showed by Smoib there. But
oh, you're dead!
That OTG! Oh my god!
OTG'd and it killed. Smoib is on set point.
Alright, MZA's really got to pull something out here.
He's doing it. He's giving it his all right now. Oh, maybe that misinput behemoth there. Giving MZA a chance. Smoib. Ooh, yeah, you got to PRC that to keep it safe. Very careful not to overextend, but Smoib's just happy in this corner blocking right now. He's just blocking all these fuzzy overheads. What the heck? You can't open this man up.
Smoib showing off some incredible defensive play. Oh, and here we go with the fake approach here.
Oh, just jumps over the stroke. Both players with burst, the gold burst on the minus frames. MZA need to pull out something to make a comeback here, and that is something.
Oh my god, misses the air throw. Doesn't have the meter for reversal here. Having to... Oh, the burst fate!
This is huge for MZA. This will be the comeback, the command grab. That's going to take the round, but not the game. So they still got to do one more round. But taking that burst from Smoib is incredibly important, because that means he's not going to have it this round. And against, you know, you're going to be put in the mixerization station. If you get hit, you got to be careful. And it begins.
Alright. Smoib already off to... Well, MZA off to a fantastic start. And
this...
Oh no! Smoib goes...
Command grab?
Doesn't quite manage to get out of it. Oh, here we go.
YLC. Could... No, saving it. I mean, you got to get out of this corner somehow. And it's not going to be by taking the throws, that's for sure. One more hit. Both these characters can find one hit. Oh, that's going to be the epic combo.
Oh, here we go. MZA able to mount an offense. That'll be it.
Oh my god.
Down to the wire.
Clutching it right now. But Smoib with the lead in this set. MZA is going to have to pull that off at least 3 more times.
Oh, I don't know if my heart can take much more of this. My god.
Stroking the big boy. Not like that. My god. He's doing it.
Yeah. Right. Can MZA mount this offense here? Get this comeback going. Get that momentum going. Let's find out.
A lot of momentum right now if you're MZA. Make that kind of clutch comeback, and you know, just clutching out that game in general when you are incredibly far behind. You know, getting that round with that burst bait, turning it around very quickly, and a gold burst it's quite literally the definition of momentum. You get a lot of meter.
Oh my goodness.
Just for this.
Again with this command grab. Very hard to avoid in these situations, and that is a lot of damage.
He's doing it again, Blake. Do you want to know something? He's doing it again. What did I tell you, Blake?
Pathetic. My god.
Like a book, Blake. This is scripted.
Just like myself, Smoib had not read the script. Absolutely.
You gotta keep up next time, Blake. Oh my god, the behemoth swinging.
But this is huge.
Oh no, misinputting from Smoib, and you rarely see this. You never see 6H coming out unless that's a missed behemoth.
Pressure maybe getting Smoib here.
A little bit.
But then again,
it doesn't. Maybe the pressure's just fine because the water's warm versus here on Goldlewis. Oh, this damage right now racking up. There's our YRC. Okay, at least give yourself a chance in this round. You gotta play neutral, but okay, no minigun now. Oh, there's a no-fly zone. There's a behemoth there.
all right.
Another
Potential set point for Smoib here, and already off to a great start. Oh, not able to punish the whiff.
Yeah, he committed to the double backdash, and that raw behemoth's gonna whiff punish MZA. He's gonna need another huge comeback. There was a chance, but no, not with a burst like that. It's never gonna happen.
On Smoib takes the set. That is incredible. Just stellar play from Smoib there. Great decision making all round. All of that defense, blocking all of that mix up, just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like, my god, what a player. But both of them
very strong.
Yeah, both of them very strong players altogether. But MZA, you played fantastically, but God, Smoib played out of his mind there. Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
And
very well rehearsed in the matchup as well, and very strong. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in the finals. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And yes, that means that Smoib qualifies and knocks MZA out of the tournament. That is brutal and beautiful to see.
Go. On screen is the bracket right there. That's how we'll be starting off next week. We're going to get Barrybones versus Lament and Smoib versus Zando. These are all going to be banger matchups. You know, I have witnessed Smoib beat Zando in a best of 3, but that is not going to be the case though. These are going to be best of 10s, I believe. Oh, first of 10s, I should say. Oh, best of 10s.
First of 10.
First of 10. So, you know, whether they could do it for 10 games, we'll have to wait till next week to find out.
Yeah, tune in next week for our finals. And God, what a finals it's going to be. But I'm very excited for it.
Well, that was our last game for today. So I think before we sign off, we'll probably have a quick ad, I believe, from our sponsors before we, do our regular sign-offs and, say goodbye.
All right. All right, everyone. Well, that was a fantastic set of matches there. As we say, tune in next week for some incredible Guilty Gear upcoming. Right, well.
Yeah, right. Blake, who do you think is winning then? So we've got the finals next week. It's going to be first 10s. We're going to have, obviously, Barrybones, Lament, Smoib, and Zando. Now, that's a pretty stacked bracket as it is.
Who do I think will win? Who do I want to win? Because there's two different... I think...
Are you a betting man? Who'd you put money on? There you go.
Who would I put money on? Barry. Barry is
Barrybones, all right.
such a strong player, such a consistently strong player. But God, I want Smoib to win.
Sure, everyone wants to win. I mean, all right, for me, I definitely got Zando up there. I mean, a first to 10, I just don't see anyone else beating him, honestly. Like, the guy is just a bit... He just plays too solid that in a first to 10, he's just going to... Just by pure statistics alone, he'll beat you. Like, just naturally, he's going to make better decisions than you throughout the course of a long set. But either way, it's going to be an interesting one. I don't know who's going to beat him there. Like you say, Smoib could do it. I mean, I've seen him at least win a set. You know, you can definitely take some more games than that.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
All right.
But again, have to wait till next week.
Absolutely. Well, we've been your commentators for this week of Challenger League. As we say, tune in next week. It'll be great stuff. I've been Blake, and Lazarus.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was watching you on my other monitor, and you were still talking, but then there was no words coming out, so I was very confused. I'm Lazarus. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Blake. It's been a blast. Obviously, I think it was our first time commentating together. I had a good time. I mean, it's easy when it sets that hype, but yeah, thank you for joining me.
All right, brilliant.
We'll see you guys next week, I guess.
Yeah.